from now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy, LeBron, your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, look at my bib.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hall again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
70 ranges. Come on, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A gain of 5. 70 Lions.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's Parks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Pittman. To the right side and intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escapes this, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Crowd left Yeti.
Gibson again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Hey, easy, 63, 60. Don't touch.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Ready. Ready. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Ready. Go. Liking 18. Rig alert, tap 60, tap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Pittman. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Pittman. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they'll audible to something else. Hall again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw.
Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Pittman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Crown left, Yanni. 63. Delta.
They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Operating from the gun, Pittman.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pittman.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Pittman.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking Hyatt's way once again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Ready? Dragon 60. Chop 60. Chop 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hurt.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
No touch that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Michael Hornet. Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Yeti.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, 73, 73. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. It's 19 Lion. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?